welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, featuring this week for the first time Lee Simpson, another product of the Comedy Store Players Academy of Improvisation, Extemporised Humour and Related Studies. Jan Ravens, who learned her comedy on the streets of Liverpool and in the colleges of Cambridge. Tony Slattery, who learnt everything he knows on Clive Anderson Talks Back. And Mike McShane, who comes from the home of American comedy, America. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. The first game we play is called Authors. If you'd like to all step forward, please. Each of the contestants has come along with an author in mind, and they're going to tell a story, each of them using their own chosen author. So, Lee, which author have you gone for?
T.E. Lawrence.
T.E. Lawrence. Yeah. Right, well, points already for avoiding D.H. Lawrence and keeping away from Lady Chatterley. So it's Lawrence of Arabia. Jan Ravens?
The Duchess of York, who's recently written a children's book.
Has she really? Oh, good.
Which is marvellous.
Giving some extra publicity, so that's good of you. Tony?
A package holiday brochure.
Nice. Yes. Always the academic subject for you, isn't it? And Mike?
Joseph Wambaugh, a hard-bitten police novelist.
Ah, right, yes. You read him, seen his films. Yes, we need a title for this story that they're going to tell. Can anyone think of one? No, so it's a story with no title. Come along, I must just press you on this.
By the riverbank.
By the riverbank. Can we put something by the riverbank? Give more of a plot to it. What was that like?
Dap by the riverbank.
A dap? A dap? A duck by the river. Oh, right. A dap. It's a duck or a dabchick, I think he means. A dabchick, which is a type of duck. So a dabchick by the riverbank meets a speech therapist. So, okay. All right, that's the story. Dabchick by the riverbank meets a speech therapist. Away you go, Lee.
It was the fourth day in the desert of Ala Akahara. Our camels were dead. We were walking with their carcasses on our backs. We walked for miles and miles and miles. In the distance, we heard flowing water. Ah, it must be the river Spleen, we all cried.
Oh God, it's really difficult trying to think of this. Down by this river thing, and it was out in the country like any perfectly normal person would be, not in the town where you get all those sort of prolls and scum and oiks and working class people. And anyway, we met this dad chick called Jeremy. And Jeremy is wearing a purple and white spotty ribbon in his hair. Like I do, it's sort of in joke which nobody else will understand. But anyway, me and Andy think it's funny.
And fun is certainly one of the things you'll be having at the International Dabchick Hotel and Leisure Complex. Yes, look over those spreading river views with plenty of things to do in the evening as you dance the night away to the Organo Dickhead Chorus.
The Organo Dickhead Chorus was playing loud and fast by the River Spleen. Detective Mallard from Precinct 12, the Wild Waterfowl Division, was sucking on a gin and tonic, trying to drown his sorrows. He let in 3 crack-dealing Mallards go, and he was going to catch hell in the detective's office next week.
Detective Mallard grabbed me by the throat, took me to a corner and beat me severely. As the pain coursed through my body, I felt a kind of pleasure come over me.
This is the same sort of pleasure that one feels when one learns to ride helicopters, which, although one only really does to keep in with one's husband, one really does love it. And
Helicopter noise is one thing you won't be getting because each room is fully double-glazed with tea and coffee making facilities.
Which came as a slight relief, because the hangover he had the next morning was pounding against his head and making his beak bleed.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a very good... This is very difficult to score, so I'll give X points to everybody and work it out later. Now we come to a round called That'll Be Charlie Now. In this, Mike McShane will be playing a character called Charlie, but the other 3 will be on first. If you'd like to come ready on, they'll be just improvising a scene, describing their missing friend Charlie, and they'll be describing him with odd quirks, no doubt. And when Mike finally comes in at the sound of my doorbell, then he'll have to display all those characteristics. Makes sense, doesn't it? No. But can we have a situation, please, for them to be improvising in? Maybe a place of work where they're missing a workmate.
Hotel reception.
Hotel reception, that's very good. Very good indeed. So when Charlie actually gets here, he's got to pick up some keys to take to a guest. So away you go.
There we are, Mr. Johnson, room 33. That's complete with revolving B-day. Thank you.
Hotel Draylon International, how can I help you, please?
Where's Charlie? Where's Charlie?
I don't know. He said he'd popping out for a packet of cigarettes. His
Yes.
smoking is getting terrible. He's up to 147 a day now.
Is it? Last time I saw him, he was going to the doctor about the postulating purulent sore on his nose.
Oh, dear. Does he still expose himself to women?
Well, he did to me last time I saw him.
And now he does it to men as well.
Oh, that's awful. And do you know the funniest habit he's developed is spitting in people's ear and then sucking it out.
Really?
I've heard that he grabs hold of men's nipples and twists them.
And women's.
Oh, that'll be Charlie now.
Charlie
Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
How's it going? Room service! Listen, Alec. You got any matches?
Yes.
You got any matches on you?
There's some matches,
Thank you very
yes,
much.
please.
Yeah!
Yes.
Charlie! How did the visit to the doctors go, Charlie?
Well, they said it's starting to drain, which is fine. Good morning, Mrs. Havisham. Here's your keys and here's your lunch. No, you're not a man. But you are! Yes!
I'm glad I'm standing here, Charlie.
Listen, I want to talk to you for a second. Ted, come over here. I was wondering...
Let's end on that. Thank you very much. Sorry to stop when it's going so well. 9 points each. Now we come to a game called film dubbing. This is for Jan and Tony. If you'd like to come forward where you can see the monitor. And you have to provide a new soundtrack to a film from which the soundtrack has been removed. But can you do it in the situation of two people on their honeymoon? And add it just as soon as the film comes along, which I should think will be coming along in a couple of seconds. Now.
Darling! What are you doing? Don't do that. It's...
What?
But what are you
Why did you make me wear
Oh,
this hideous...
You know why. Where are the batteries? Let's get on with it.
Not you. I've got this hideous growth at the side of my face, right? I'm feeling a bit embarrassed.
Oh, don't be silly. I've got a hideous growth down here. You just can't see it.
There it is. It's really funny.
He's kind of cute, isn't he? And I especially married below my class so that I could, take advantage of his sexually...
Did you last shave?
No, I've used Imac. Did you know I'm a homosexual?
You're going to be all horrible and bristly when we get to bed.
No, I'm just going to flay him alive and then get into his suit and then we'll get down some real friction.
I'll get a horrible kissing rash on my chin and everybody...
Hey, come back!
No, everybody know what they're doing.
No!
I don't want to.
No, look, I've got an enormous one and something's...
Wait, look. Here. Try one of these.
It'll never fit. What am I...
It's a little aphrodisiac sort of a fruit thing, and it...
Oh, I know what a fruit
your
side...
eyes away. Stop-
Like to...
stop
Oh,
it,
no, I
stop
want...
it.
No, get your hands off me! Get your hands off me, she's...
Oh, what's he doing now? Get him off.
All right, take me. I don't want her after all.
Oh, so this is the terrible secret they all told me.
Yes, normally we do just an extract of the film. For that one, we did the whole one. So there you are, 10 points each. Very good. Now we come to a bonus game for Mike McShane, and he's going to make up a song on the subject, well, of something you're going to suggest now, please. So can you think of an everyday household object that Mike can make up a song about? A sink plunger, right. Must be something you can do on that. Now we need a style of singing, a style of song. Oh, hang on, we're at hundreds. What was that? Motown, I heard there, so that's... I could have made up anything there, I suppose, but there was definitely a Motown. A style of Motown. Where you go.
I'm a plumber, and you know I've got a sink that's so clogged up that algae grows out of it. I got my plunger and I plunge, lean forward and I lunge, and I clean out every bit. Oh, 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 I love my plunger. It's my favorite tool. I love my plunger, and I'm no fool. have one of their own. A plunger they can love and take home.
Well, Senan gave you a lot of points for avoiding it becoming disgusting. So, so double points for Mike there, 1,001 to him.